Oh, my vision board or my Pinterest? No,
Yeah, there.
I'm just kidding. Geez, Louise.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mission Milano Cortina 2026. I'm your host, Perdita Felicien. You know, this is the last time I get to say that because the Winter Olympic Games are starting next week. I cannot wait. Remember how I ended last episode? I said we have an absolute legend in the house. We delivered, okay? A promise is a promise. We have Regina's finest, snowboarder extraordinaire, X Games legend is in the house. Mark McMorris, welcome to the show. Okay, I gotta ask you this. Another X Games title to your name. Were things just clicking in practice? Did you know this was gonna happen?
Thank you very much. Things were going well throughout the lead up throughout the week, and I was riding well. But yeah, a lot of challenges. So I had no clue what was in store. I had to pull a full audible, switch up my run mid-contest, and luckily on the very final run, I put all the pieces of the puzzle together. And you never are guaranteed anything, and I never have that kind of like confidence, like for sure I'm gonna win, but I know I have the tricks, and if I ride to the best of my ability, I can do so. So it felt so amazing to like put it down in a high pressure moment and yeah, win another X Games gold medal and take this momentum and build up into Milan. So I'm feeling very, very thankful.
You were already the most decorated X Games athlete ever, but you now extend that lead. 25 medals, Mark. Almost half of them are gold. How does that stat sound to you when you hear it?
Oh, it's hard to say what it really means to me. I definitely know it's something that is beyond anything I could have dreamt up. Like as a kid, I was like, oh, it would just be amazing to be in the X Games, I would love to be that good that you are invited to the X Games. And then fast forward 15, 16 years, and I'm still doing the X Games and still winning medals. And yeah, 25 is just unbelievable. This valley in Aspen has been really good to me. And it's been a venue that I've had a lot of success at. And X Games has definitely helped build my career up to what it is.
Okay, Mark, we have some photos of you. Your very first Olympic Games. Yeah, Sochi 2014. You didn't have UNC status, sir. You were just a baby. How have you changed since those games?
Oh man, that was a very exciting time for me. I had just turned 20. I was going to my first Olympics, the first Olympics that had snowboard slopestyle in it. It was kind of the first event of the games, and to win Canada's first medal at my first games, that was just like such a incredible moment and helped me become a household name in Canada. And it was a really special time. We had an MTV show leading up to that. We we're making movies, doing all this rad stuff, and then to do well on a global stage 10 days after breaking my ribs here, it was just such a special moment. I feel like I was definitely thankful and grateful to be in that moment then and there. But yeah, how I've changed would just be, I think I've just grown more wise. I really appreciate it. I definitely didn't take things for granted then, but now I feel like it's a bonus. Like I'm going to my fourth Olympics. I've had a very, very long career, and I'm extremely grateful for it. And yeah, I think I need to work way harder than maybe I did back then and take care of my body and spend more time in the gym. But it's all part of the game. And yeah, I'm just thankful to still be doing it and be doing it at this level.
Mark, your fourth Olympic Games. I told you, UNC status. But was this Olympics a lock for you? Like, did you know that you were definitely going to make this team, or was it one of the harder ones for you?
Definitely was the hardest Olympics I've had to qualify for sure. Just some ups and downs, and definitely a lot of questioning, and more work has gone into this one than any of my previous Olympics. And yeah, it feels so good to be on the other side and be named to Team Canada. I know they want to send you for sure, but you also got to earn your spot. And it felt good to do that fair and square. And put that work in and go to the events and meet the selection criteria. So I'm feeling ready. I'm feeling thankful to be going to a fourth. But yeah, it definitely wasn't a given for me for sure. And it wasn't an easy road, but it kind of makes it that much sweeter.
Mark, all right, you are 3 for 3 when it comes to medals at the Olympics. I want to know what's on your vision board for Italy. Like, what is going to make this one special?
Oh, my vision board or my Pinterest? No,
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. Geez, Louise, what would make these games special? I think they're already special because it is a fourth. My family and friends are going to be there, but the vision board is to ride to the best of my ability, always and forever. That's always been it. If I do that, I have a really good chance at bringing hardware home, and that's the goal. What shade of medal that could be, who knows? But if I ride as good as I can, I think there's a good chance of me doing well. So just trying to do everything I can and not leave any stone unturned, just to be at my best and try and peak at the right time, carry this momentum from this weekend into the games. And yeah, just know I'm trying my hardest and have been, and I'll definitely be leaving it all out there.
Okay, so I have a burning question, okay, as a summer Olympian. X Games, Olympics, how do they compare? What is the hierarchy? Is one more special than the other? How do you see it, Mark?
Yeah, I think the X Games hold a heavy presence in action sports. It's kind of like our Super Bowl. And it comes around once every year. So that's great. The Olympics come around once every 4 years. A lot of people know about the X Games, but I always say, like, everyone's grandma knows about the Olympics, So it holds a lot of weight. It's once every 4 years. We're lucky in snowboarding that the Olympics aren't everything. There's a full industry in sport without the Olympics. It is a great stage for our sport to be on, and if you do well at the games, you can reach some big numbers and touch a lot of people. And I've felt that, and it's an amazing feeling. So I know the weight they hold, and I know the pressure that comes with that. But I'm just so thankful. Snowboarding is its own sport, its own industry, and I'm glad we can add to the entertainment of the Olympics and make it that much more exciting for viewers.
Before I let you go, Mark, we have something that's never happened on the show. We actually have a viewer question. Yes, this person would not leave us alone. They kept saying they're your biggest fan. And so we're like, okay, roll the tape.
Sparky, it's Big Brother here. I hope your interview is going amazing. I just want to take a moment of your time and ask kind of a reflective question, I guess. I've never seen you work this hard, snowboard this much, apply yourself. I mean, you're learning new tricks, you're spending so much time on your board, and you're riding at a level that is just almost unbelievable. I know you've always been intentional. You've always worked hard. I'm not saying you haven't, but this year just feels different. What changed in your head, if anything? Have a good one, brother.
Nice, Greg. It's good to know that he sees the work I'm putting in. No, he's my biggest supporter. We chat a lot. We get to board together a decent amount too, and it's been fun to share this career path with my older brother and to meet at the top and with two completely different paths to get there. But yeah, I think what's changed is just my appreciation for still doing it. The longevity play. I'm inspired by athletes that push later into their careers, and I know it takes more work as you get older, and it's harder, and there's doubts and there's things like that. So yeah, I'm just working really hard. I want to see how far I can take it. That's the main motivation. I want to push until I can't push anymore. And it's crazy what can happen when you apply yourself. Like if you would have told me a 32-year-old would have won the X Games, I would have said, yeah, right, like 10 years ago. So yeah, putting in the work and pushing to learn new things. And I have a ton of love for this sport and a ton of passion. And I love the feeling of pushing myself and getting through those scary moments and learning new things. That's what keeps me coming back. So I think the motivation is still burning, and maybe even more than ever.
I like that. What a nice big brother. And he wasn't bringing us down. I made that up. But he is really your biggest fan. He told us that. Okay, Mark, thank you so much. But I got one more question. Are these your last Olympics or what? Are you done?
I can't give you that yet. I got to get through this one, and then I'll let the water go under the bridge and see what's up. I hear they're adding free riding to 2030, so maybe I'll be there for backcountry. I don't know. Maybe slopestyle. You don't know. I keep stretching and I keep learning. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Thank you, Mark. I love how reflective you are, and I can tell you take nothing for granted. Give them trouble over there in Milano Cortina, and thank you for making the time.
Thank you.
All right, now to Mackenzie.
With 1 week to go before the Olympics, we're counting down 7 standout moments from Canadian athletes on the World Cup circuit this season. So stay with me. Number 7 goes to Julien Viel, who claimed his first World Cup victory in dual moguls on home snow. For number 6, it's Naomi Ernest, who earned back-to-back-to-back podiums in her first 3 World Cup free ski big air events, capped off by her first ever win in December. For number 5, this snowboarding moment for Team Canada. After 4 years, Laurie Blouin stepped back onto the World Cup podium in snowboard slopestyle. And Elizabeth Hosking became Canada's first woman to earn a snowboard halfpipe World Cup victory in 24 years.
And getting my first World Cup win. Yeah, I have no words.
Number 4, all eyes are on para-biathlon. Natalie Wilkie, Mark Lorenz, and Derek Zaplatinsky all secured Crystal Globes for winning their respective overall IBU Para-Biathlon World Cup season titles. Phenomenal. And at number 3, we've got Reese Howden, who etched his name into the history books. This season, he became the winningest men's World Cup ski cross racer of all time.
I'm just gonna try and stay on the high and ride it right into the Olympics.
At number 2, it's total dominance on the ice, and I'm not talking about hockey. Canada literally swept the Crystal Globes in short track speed skating, winning the men's, women's, and teams trophies. Finally, at number 1, what else could it be other than Mikhail Kingsbury reaching 100 World Cup wins? Legendary. Back to you, Perdita.
Thank you, Mackenzie. And I got to add, it has been such a treat getting to work with you these last few weeks. Time for our next guest. I am so excited to speak to him. He is a 3-time world champion, Paralympic champion in snowboard cross. Tyler Turner is in the house. Hello to you. Welcome to the show.
Right on. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so you made another Paralympic team, but you also are one of the team captains. I got to know, does that role add more pressure? Do you officially get to boss people around? Like, how cool is this role?
I mean, it's really cool. It's awesome to have like an official title, but within kind of our team, the snowboard team, and even within the Canadian para team, I try and fill that role all the time, you know, mentoring newer athletes, younger athletes, and just being there if people have questions. So I thoroughly enjoy the role, and it's cool to have this title added to it for sure.
Yeah, I like that. It should come with some bling, though. They should probably add something to it. We'll work on that. You've had a really great 4 years since Beijing 2022. What has been clicking for you? Like, what's in the, what's the magic?
Oh man, the magic's kind of simple. Is just having fun, finding joy, and I love snowboarding. I love going fast. I love racing. All the things that I do when I compete are things that I love. So as long as I'm having fun and kind of blocking out the pressures and all the noise and everything, and just snowboarding and having a smile on my face, then I know I'm gonna have success.
Look, it's getting close. The Paralympics are getting here. Do you have your goal set? Is there anything that you can let us in on or share about what your focus and what the accomplishment, goal is going to be for you?
Well, yeah, you're right. It's crazy how close it is. And, more and more I think about it, it's like, well, 2 more World Cups and a training camp, and we're in Italy. So it's right around the corner. And, I want to be proud of what I accomplished out there. That's a pretty cliche goal, but putting a medal or a color of a medal or anything on a goal, I think puts so much pressure on yourself. So I just said it. I mean, having fun is how I have success. So if my goal is to perform the best I can and have fun doing it, which I generally do when I'm snowboarding, then I've no doubt I'm going to accomplish those bigger things that I really hope I can. But I just want to come home proud and be able to high five my friends and hug my wife and be happy with what I left out there on the field.
100%. Like you said, if you focus on the right things, the medals will come. I like that attitude. Serves you well in such a risky sport, I'm sure. So Austria was good to you. I know you had, I think bronze and silver in those World Cup competitions. What do you feel your momentum is coming from right now? Where's all of that coming from? Is it the training? Is it your mentality? Is it you having such a calm demeanor? What's all that?
Yeah, I don't know. Austria was amazing. It was my first podium since Beijing in bank slalom. So it was really cool to maybe find my stride in that event a little bit and have some success right before the games. That definitely gives me some confidence. On the other hand, in Switzerland, I had a crash in qualifying and broke my wrist. So we're currently playing a little bit injured, but that's all part of the game. And maybe it's a blessing in disguise because I've had a really great rest for the last week, trying to heal up my hand and heal up my leg after a pretty nasty crash. And I think it's great. I'm going to go into our World Cup here in Canada. The whole world's coming to Canada to compete, which is going to be great in Big White next week, and build some of that momentum back up and keep it going all the way into the games.
Right on. And you were telling us offline that you're at home, which is rare. You're on your really comfy couch, so you're like squeezing all of that, goodness and warmth of at home, before you have to take off. Last question for me. This is our last episode, of course, of Mission Milano Cortina. What would you like to say to Canadians who will be watching, the Paralympics and the Olympics? What would you like to say to everyone cheering and supporting Team Canada?
Yeah, cheer hard, cheer loud. I mean, we feel it overseas when we're there. And what's going to be really cool this time is having actual Canadians in the stands with us there. With Beijing, we were, everyone was remote in the cheering, but you still feel it. You feel that energy and you know it when you're in the start gate. It's pretty incredible to know that the entire country is watching. And especially with the Paralympics, tune in and cheer loud, because this is a one opportunity for us to showcase our sport, para snowboard, to Canada. And it's exciting. It's thrilling to watch and follow along. So definitely tune in and support the Paralympics, because it goes a long ways for not just us as athletes, but the movement as a whole and getting it out there.
Well said, Tyler. We will be cheering loud. Good luck to you. I know you have 2 more World Cups, and then you have the Paralympics. All the best with that wrist too. We'll be watching. Good luck.
Right on. Thank you so much.
Oh, you know what time it is. It is time for the sauce. It's our last show, so we had to do the sauce differently. We needed it to be a little tastier, a little spicier, okay? Think Scotch bonnet, a little pimento seed, some scallion, ginger thyme. I'm gonna stop because our next guest is probably gonna be like, he's like, what is this show? What is this show? The point is, we have brought a guest that we are really excited for. We tried to get him weeks ago, didn't work out, but it worked out today. He is a member of Team Jamaica's bobsled team. Yes, he's a pilot. Shane Pitter's in the house. Hello, good to see you again. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, and thank you for having me on the show.
I love it. Okay, I gotta ask you this. You're in New York right now. Did some gym training, all of that jazz. How excited are you about what Team Jamaica can represent in Italy?
The whole entire team is very much excited. Even though training gets intense, we still have that energy, ready for Italy. So we're happy.
I love it. Shane, I gotta ask you a serious question though. I want you to be real with me. You are from Jamaica. Okay. Jamaica is known for track and field, sprinting. How come you say to them didn't snatch you up? How did you get into bobsled in the first place?
So I was at a track meet in Jamaica, and I didn't run the day. It was one of my friends I came to support. So this guy that used to be on the bobsled team, a member of the bobsled, a member of the bobsled team came up to one of my friends and said, would you like to join bobsled? So me and my friend was like, what is that? So he was saying a little tiny box that you push on ice and jump in. So I didn't know what it was, but it sounded fun to me. And that's when he took my number. And there goes, from that point, I started my bobsleigh journey.
Right. And the rest is history. And you have made history with your teammates. 3 sleds for Jamaica, yes. 4-man two-man, and monobob. You also, back in November, won the first ever international bobsled gold medal in your country's history. You did that in Whistler. How big of a moment and a deal was that for, I guess, the four of you in Jamaica overall, winning in Whistler like that?
It was unbelievable because when I came across the finish line, my name was at first, but knowing it's my first time coming first place, I thought they were like something was wrong, like maybe there was a mistake. So when they called me for the gold medal, I was like, damn, I really did this. So I was like extremely excited, and also I couldn't sleep that night because I can't believe I actually did something that no one thought I could do.
That's right. All because you went to a track meet and then someone asked you to jump in a box. Like, it was meant to be, Shane. It was meant to be. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. Shane, you can tell me, girl, no. Or you maybe you don't mind the question, but have you ever seen the movie Cool Runnings? Is that a dumb question?
Yes, I watched it one time. Only one time.
Only one?
Only one time. But I normally see clips.
Okay, because you were born in 1999, but the movie came out in 1993. So you weren't even born when it came out. But for anyone who doesn't know, everyone knows Cool Runnings, come on. But it was about the Jamaican team, the original bobsled team that made it to the 1988 Olympics in Calgary. Historic, big deal. I mean, there's so many quotes and lines from that movie that we all love. Shane, how come you only seen that movie once, though? Don't you think you should watch it a few more times, though? Does it inspire you, I guess?
Yes, it does inspire me, especially when they crashed and they was determined to make it across the finish line.
Yes.
And all of the four guys lift up the sled and bring it across the finish line, and everybody was like, whoa. And a lot of people don't know that sled is actually really heavy. That's almost 200 kg. So for four guys to lift that uphill on ice, it's crazy. They could have got hurt, and that shows their fighting spirit. And I took that from the movie and try to better what they do.
I love that. Classy people, powerful people, absolutely. They represented Jamaica very well. I think we all get inspiration from that. So you might have answered my next question, one of my final questions. What is the goal for you in Milano Cortina? You, your teammates, the country overall. What's the plan there?
So the plan is to, as usual, to go out there and try to win the gold. So also, my country has finished, the highest finish in the Olympics was 14th place. So I'm trying to improve on that and also trying to make it on the podium.
I like that. You're going for all of it. You're going for every single thing. Do you ever see, this might be a silly question too, but do you ever see, bobsleigh and winter sports overall, becoming more mainstream in Jamaica? The reason I ask is the River Twins. There are three Jamaican siblings who do alpine, representing Jamaica. One of the brothers, I believe his name is Henry, he's going to be in Italy at the Olympics. How inspiring do you think it is for young, aspiring athletes to see what can be done on the winter side?
I think if we actually won a medal, more people would gravitate to the sport, and knowing that we all come from a track and field background, I think most people know that Taekwondo Tracy is a 996. We have Joel Fearon 996. We have Junior Harris 10-3 guy, me 10-9. We have Andre Dakers 10-4 guy. So it's made up of speed. So I think if we won a medal, more people from the track and field background will join bobsled, and we will be undefeatable at the start and when it comes on to driving.
Yeah, this is why you're the sauce, Shane. Talk that talk. I love it. Shane Bitter, I want to wish you all the best over there. You represent so much that is good, so much inspiration, all of the things, and I love your tenacity and your determination. Good luck to all of you, all three sleds. We wish you the best.
Thank you so much.
Did we deliver or did we deliver? You know what I wanted to ask Shane? Sanka, you dead yet? You dead, man? Something like that. You know the line. Anyways, this is it for us. I have had such a blast hosting the show. Of course, you can find me co-hosting Olympic Morning alongside Ron McLean. Every single morning, we will wake up the nation, 6 a.m. to noon. I know, I'm getting all the sleep right now, but please tune in for the Olympic coverage. You will not be disappointed. That is it for me. I want to shout out John, Brad, Nate, and our writers. They were excellent. Thank you for joining us on Mission Milano Cortina 2026. We'll see you next time.